Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm News Jester. My name is Junior. Today we're going to be reviewing Fondjoy's Mark II 112 scale model kit. This is a model kit. This is not the action figure. I am distinguishing the two because they're actually two different distinct details about them you might be interested in. Now, on the Marvel side, they've only done the Ironman for the model kit, but on the DC side, they've actually done the Justice League from the Zack Snyder movie action figure, which seems to scale similarly to the Marvel Legends 6-inch scale. And then they also have the model kit, or they're gonna be producing the model kit version of the Batman, like Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, and all that stuff. Now, the model kit, DC, if they're gonna be producing it to scale as the model kits of the Marvel Legends, it's gonna be a true 112 scale. What do I mean by that? What I mean by true 112 scale is that if you were to measure this model kit, it's gonna be exactly 6 inches. When you compare it to Marvel Legends, it's gonna be small, because the Marvel Legends isn't really a true 112 scale figure. Marvel Legends is actually 112 scale plus. It's basically 6-inch figures, or 6 1/4, or 6 1/4, or 6 1/2. For this particular Marvel Legend figure, the Ironman 2 and Ironman Mark III, and this is the newer version, the one where they've upscaled it a little bit, make it a little bit more in line with the rest of the Marvel Legends. This is actually probably around 6 1/2 plus line. So I initially bought this because I wanted to replace my Marvel Legends with this one. Why not? Look at what kind of detail you're getting in this one. Look at the rivet detail in this one, and the paint application on the Mark III is even better than what we see in the Marvel Legends. This is not even painted. This is just bare plastic. But look at how much sheen you're getting on this thing. And unlike the Marvel Legends, where this is just one piece in this bicep, if you were gonna wait around to check on how I built this is actually like 3 pieces just on a bicep alone. This has multiple layers of build inside it, especially on the chest. Like, you can remove this and just see the intricate bone structure that you have for the Mark II. Let's see what else. So, like I said, I initially wanted to get this and replace with my Marvel Legends Iron Man figures, but obviously it's not going to scale to any of the Marvel Legends, so we're going to have to review this as a separate item. Now, because it's not longer going to fit in my Marvel Legends, it basically scraps my idea of getting Mark 1 through 6, because Fondjoy, the model kit version, has already produced Mark 1 through 6 of the Iron Man movie line. So if you're interested in that, if you feel like a true 6-inch scale, a true 112 scale figure is in your interests, I highly recommend this one, because this is a great figure. Not only does it provide you with an hour or 2 of entertainment by putting it together, and it's very simple to follow the instructions. You can't really go wrong with it as long as you follow it step by step. You're also getting a good enough articulated figure, not as articulated as an Iron Man Legend, but everything that the Legends one can do, this one can definitely do, and actually sometimes it does it better. The range of articulation for the head is only up to that. It does have a movement on the neck. You can move it side to side. It goes to the side like this. The shoulder, this one is on a separate ball joint itself, but the shoulder can only go about that much before you see this pop off. This will pop off on its own hinge. It has to have a biceps swivel. And then look at the articulation of the elbow and pay attention to this part. 1 and then 2. That's almost the same movement as a hot toy elbow joint. This won't really pop off. The points of connection is this one, this one, this one, and this one, and then the neck. So I'm just being careful because it's a model kit. It's not as rugged as a toy. It does come with 3 pairs of hands, side to side like that, and a little bit of wiggle room. The abdomen can only go that much. Twist a little bit more over here. There's not really a lot of ab crunch in this one, unfortunately. So if you want to fly it, you won't really achieve a true flight pose because there's just not enough movement to move it up like that. For the hips and legs area, there is a drop joint if you want to utilize it. You can go up to that much. And watch the articulation on the knee again. 1, and then 2. Look at that. That's really good engineering there. And then for the ankles, that is all the articulation that you're going to get up and down on that one. And it does have a swivel about that much. And it does have a toe joint. An interesting thing is like these blast effects are pretty cool. This is actually 3 pieces that I put together and much better made, I think. Look at the translucency on that one. There is no movement on this one. This is all rigid. If you flex it, it will break. Here's another firing effect. This one specifically for the hand blasters. There is a shape inside it when you're connecting it, so it can only go at a certain way. And this one is for the hands if you want to have it firing. Okay. So really kind of cool. Like I said, in terms of articulation or range of movement, it's not as effective as a Marvel Legends, but in terms of looks, this is definitely not a toy that you can play with. You don't really need to be afraid of pulling it apart because it is a model kit. It's designed to come apart and you can just plug it in. It's not going to break or anything. The separate pieces, there are parts which are thin and could break if you don't pay attention and if you're not careful. But once you've got it all put together, I think it's pretty sturdy. What else? So I got this off of AliExpress for $18. There's a seller on Amazon that's selling it for $28. You gotta admit, for $18 for this kind of look, for this kind of detail, this kind of a paint job, it's not painted, but it's really nice. Look nice, how nice the shimmer of the silver in this one is. For this kind, if it weren't for the fact that it's a true 1/12 scale, if it had been able to fit my Marvel Legends Ironman, I would have snapped all 6 of them, honestly, and I would have looked for more because this is really, really cool. The detail on this one is just amazing. It's a little bit of a sacrifice for articulation, but for the price point of $18, this thing is a bargain, to be honest. Not only for the fun that you're getting for putting it all together, but just playing with it, just looking at it and all that stuff, So it would have been a really, really good contender for the Marvel Legends display, but unfortunately it's a little too small for me. So that's it for my review of the Fondjoy Mark II 1/12 scale model kit. Have a nice day.